Hi guys, it's Cindy, aka Disney Queen. Today I'm coming to you with 7 things that I've never done at Hollywood Studios. So stay tuned. Okay, this is the end of the 7 things that I've never done at the parks. And today I'm doing Hollywood Studios. And I'm actually surprised that Hollywood Studios ended up being harder for me than Animal Kingdom. If you didn't see my Animal Kingdom video, I'll post it below. Um, but I realized that part of the problem with Hollywood Studios is the last time I went, it was kind of in transition, and we went before Toy Story Land opened up, and of course this year um, Star Wars opens up, and it's called something else, and it's not coming to me at the moment. But anyway, I just want to get to the 7 things that I've never done at Hollywood Studios. And Hollywood Studios, I think that when it was MGM, I really, really, really liked it. But as things started to change, um, it kind of went down on the list of places that I got excited about when I first got there. So with all of the new things that are coming out this year and the new things that came out last year, it's a little bit more exciting. So some of the things that are on the list are things that have come out since I've been there, but that I actually haven't had a chance to ride because they weren't open when we were there. So the first thing that I have on my list is Meet Sorcerer Mickey. Okay, like I was saying, um, I've never met Sorcerer Mickey. And I've also never met Mickey and Minnie in their kind of Hollywood studio gear. And so that is going to be something that I look to try to do this time around. Number 2, Walt Disney Presents. I'm not even sure that I've actually been in the building where they have the Walt Disney Presents area. Um, I slightly recall seeing some type of setup when they used to have the hat, the Sorcerer's Mickey's hat up at Hollywood Studios, but I'm not sure if that's the same thing. And so I had seen a couple of videos where people showed some of the displays and things that were there. And if I'm not mistaken now, it just opened up where as you walk through uh, Walt Disney Presents, I think it also takes you now to where you meet the characters from Monsters Inc. I'll have to double check on that, but I'm pretty sure that it's Monsters Inc. characters, and I think it's Mike and Sully. So that's another thing, I've never met Mike and Sully, so that would be kind of killing 2 birds with 1 stone. Okay, number 3, check out the names in front of the Chinese Theater. I loved the ride at the Chinese Theater, and so a lot of times when we would go, again, one of the things that we're very well known for is having our list in front of us and rushing to get on the ride and not really paying attention to the surroundings towards that ride. Now, once we got in the line, I paid attention to the details that are in the lines. But I've always kind of walked over the different handprints and things and the names, signatures at the Chinese Theater, but I just never stopped and looked at Mickey's handprint or Minnie's handprint. And I believe there are a couple of actual movie stars who have their names written there, just like if you were to go to California and be in front of the real Chinese Man Theater. So that's on the list of things that I've never done before that I'd like to do on the next trip. So let's see, number 4. Number 4, I would say, is the Jingle Bell Bam Light Projection Show. Now, when we went to Hollywood Studios the last time, they did have the projection shows at night. I think it's Star Wars theme, but again, I'm not a big Star Wars fan, and so we didn't make a point of going back in the evening to watch that. As a matter of fact, I'm trying to think, the only parks that we stayed at in the evenings were probably Magic Kingdom and Hollywood Studios. So this would give me an opportunity especially with it being around Christmas. Well, when Christmas decorations are supposed to be up, would be getting a chance to see the Jingle Bell Bam light. Oh wow, show. And so I'm kind of looking forward to that. And I know that there's also, like, if you look down one of the streets that goes towards the Hollywood Tower of Terror, that there's additional projection lights, and sometimes, and I'll probably get there in December in this year, and it will have changed. But also they have snow that falls, unlike when you don't get to see snow at Magic Kingdom unless you go to the Very Merry Christmas parade. But Hollywood Studios last year, at least, it had snow falling during certain times of the evening. So I'm really excited about doing that. And I've been reading and seeing a lot of people's videos where they said they really like the decorations at Hollywood Studio at Christmas time. So I'm really looking forward to kind of seeing that and seeing what it's really like. Number 5, the street performers. I've said in a previous video that I am terrible when it comes to like relaxing, slowing down, really taking in the atmosphere, really stopping to see the different performers do what they do. And over the years, I've always seen the street performers as they're walking down the street. I've seen other people stop and listen to them. And I think Hollywood Studios, the performers there are really funny. And so I said, okay, again, with like what I said with Animal Kingdom, of not really watching the different shows or listening to the singers that you can stop and listen to along the way, I'm going to make a point of seeing the ones that are there. Because if I'm not mistaken, there was a report last year that they were getting rid of some of the performers. And that kind of made me sad, because it reminded me of when we used to go to Epcot and you could see the performers who look like statues. I loved the interaction with them. And we actually would stop and watch them. And there was one time where my daughter went up front and took a picture with one of the statues, and the statue took her visor off her head and had somehow or another got her little shoulder bag off of her and had put it on her. And I just remembered that memory and how much fun it was. And I think I have it on video somewhere when we used to do video on VHS tapes, and it was just a really fun memory. We've had some really good memories, interactions with the characters when we were at Disney. And so this was one of those things where I was like, why have I never done that at Hollywood Studios? Why didn't I take the time to really see what the street performers were like? I've seen them like just before parades, but not up and close and personal with them. So that's something that I want to change on the next trip that we go on. So that is number 5. So number 6, I have the Trolley Car Cafe. Like I said, Hollywood Studios was one of those places where I was kind of stretched as to what I hadn't seen before, because there aren't a lot of things like there used to be. Like one of our favorite things was the Backlot Tour. Of course, that is now gone, and it made way for the Galaxy's Edge. That's what it's called. Another thing was, oh man, I had it in my head and went out my head. There was one other interaction. I think it also was part of the Backlot Tour where you could see them do the little skit with the boat, and they would have people come and be a part of the show. And I loved going for that. We went when they had the Millionaire show. There used to be a time where you would get a tour of the the props and things that were at Hollywood Studios. It was a time where it was really about movie making, and I think that is some of the things that has changed about Hollywood Studios that I don't like as much as I used to, because I like the idea of going somewhere was kind of like an actual studio. My list got really short when I started looking at, okay, what things have I done and what things have I not done that I'd be actually interested in doing. And you'll see when I do my priorities video that most things that some people like get excited about going to Hollywood studios to do are probably not at the top of the list of things that my family would necessarily get excited about. So number 6, I said, I had been kind of looking at some videos and trying to get an idea, okay, what's there that I haven't seen? And I realized that, one, I'd never eaten at any of the restaurants at Hollywood Studios. I don't even think we've ever even gotten a snack at Hollywood Studios. And I saw the Trolley Car Cafe in a video, and I was surprised. It looked like it might have even some lunch items. And I was like, okay, so while we're there, if we start to get hungry, but we're not looking to sit down at a restaurant at Hollywood Studios, like where would we grab a quick snack to eat and not have to worry about getting priority seating reservations? And so at the moment, I'm leaning towards at least having it on my list that if we need a quick snack, if we get caught up in staying there for longer than we originally thought because, you know, Toy Story is more exciting than we thought, or let's say by some miracle that Galaxy's Edge is open and there are a ton of people there, and just trying to get to where you want to go is going to take you longer than you expected before. I mean, I've seen videos of what it looked like when Toy Story opened. I can't even imagine what it's going to be like when Galaxy's Edge opens. Part of me wants to avoid the park, but part of me at least wants to go in and see what it's like. And so I just have the feeling that Hollywood Studios Day is going to be like really stressful, and I'm one of those people that feels it's important to have a plan. So I need backups. I need some kind of way of knowing, okay, if this happens, what are we going to do? And part of that is my husband needs to eat. And we're going to take snacks with us. But let's say he really ends up needing to have something to eat. I want to know where I can get something quick and in a hurry. And it looked like the Trolley Car Cafe was not only someplace where you could get something quick and in a hurry, but also the inside of it looked really neat. I'm sure I passed it when we were at Hollywood Studios, but I don't think I paid it any mind because, again, it was Starbucks, sort of, and I don't drink coffee, and so it never even occurred to me to put that on the list. And I know I kind of went off on a rant, but I would say if I was to give people a tip, when you're at the parks and you know that you need to get something to eat, and let's say it's a crowded day, you kind of need to know in advance. Use that app, the My Experience app. Use it and look around. Let's say you get to Toy Story Land and it's a little too crowded to go even to the Lunchbox, Woody's Lunchbox place. You want to have some alternatives. You can get popcorn at one of the snack places, but popcorn might not hold you. The one thing that I will get at Starbucks is the green tea frappuccino. I could grab one of those, and that would hold us at least until we could get somewhere else to eat. That was a long rant about how I came to put the Trolley Car Cafe Starbucks place on the list. One, like I said, I saw pictures of it and was really neat looking inside. And two, I thought, okay, it's at the front of the park. It's something that we can get to on our way out or something we can get to on our way in. Yeah, that's the way I plan stuff. And so it's on the list. If you think of some other places where we can quickly get something snack-wise to eat, that's not sugary, let me know. I'd really appreciate it. So the last thing on my list is, can you guess? I've never been to Toy Story Land. So when I was making up the list, I was like, okay, I'm kind of running out of ideas. And I was like, should I put Toy Story on there? Because of course, when we were there the last time, it wasn't there. So of course, I've never done it before. But let's face facts. Toy Story Land is something I've never done before. And I'm probably not going to get on Slinky Dog, but I really would like to go in and see what all the hype is about. And I really would like to get on the swirling saucers. And it's going to be interesting to see like how empty it might be if Galaxy's Edge is open. And I really love Toy Story Mania, so I know I'm going to go in, if nothing else, to ride that. And so Toy Story Land, the new edition, I actually haven't seen, and I have not I've not ridden Alien Swirling Saucers. So that is the number 7 on my list of things that I've never done at Hollywood Studios that I'm looking forward to doing on my next trip. So that is the end of the 7 things I've never done series. I have really enjoyed doing this. I really enjoyed that you guys enjoyed it. Thank you for all of those new people who have subscribed to my channel. I hope that you stay around. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, what are you waiting for? Subscribe. And if you really want to know when a new video is coming out, the best thing to do is hit that notification button. I know, I think it was a couple of weeks ago, people were having issues with YouTube and their videos weren't being seen and wasn't showing up in people's feeds. And so if hit the notification button, but if you don't see it in the notification button, if you follow me on Instagram or on Twitter, you will always know when I put a new video up, because I always make a point of putting out a notice that a new video has gone up. So until I see you the next time, I hope that you have a blessed day. Bye.